Welcome back to another episode of my Georgia Bulldogs Dynasty here on College Football 25. We are in year 4, week 2, taking on the Louisville Cardinals here. We're at 1-0, coming off of an extremely exciting come from behind victory against Florida State that included a Eric Adenton long 82-yard touchdown with right at a minute left to give us the final score. DeMello Jones closed us out with an interception, and we came out with a victory. This also did include the Tyrese McNabb pick six, probably the thing that saved us the most, I would say. Florida State was driving, going to go up 2 scores. Potentially, and we ended up getting the job done. It was a come-from-behind game, down 13-3 at halftime. Just kept fighting. They were really good on third down, but we made big plays when we had to. We forced 2 turnovers to just 1 for us, and it was a starting debut for Keldon Leonard, and I thought overall he was pretty solid. Did throw an interception, about 18-22, 230 yards, and again found that big pass play when he had to. Now, Louisville, they're off to a bad start, 0-2. Lost to USF 13-10, and then lost at home to Louisiana Tech, and now they get to play us at 1 o'clock in Athens. They do have a really good quarterback. We'll take a glance at their roster right quick with that. Let's see. So Pierce Clarkson, 92 overall with the boost. Really seasoned guy, played a lot of football for them, and has been really good. Throws touchdown passes, does not turn the football over, and is not really having a bad year. I mean, pretty good yards per attempt, good completion percentage. They have just not been able to put a bunch of points, didn't put a bunch of points on the board in game 1, gave up too many points in game 2. Solid running back room. The wide receiver room does not have a whole lot of depth. They need to badly get some players in here. No real standout size or size there. It will be without tight end Jamari Johnson. He is hurt, but they got a really good tight end room in general. Offensive line is pretty solid. Not spectacular, though. Defensive line, very similar. Bad outside linebacker here. Middle linebackers are good. Yeah, outside linebacker room is definitely weak on this team. Do have some talent here at cornerback, but again, it's not great and it's not super fast. And the safeties are pretty similar, but Suakiki here, sophomore out of Florida, definitely looks like he is going to be a stud. But it's a team that does not seem to me to have the same explosiveness of the Florida State team did, but we will see how that interacts, as it is our first home game of the season, and we are going to get things underway here. Let's see if there is maybe a different alternate or something I would like to use for them. Just their current away. Yeah, I like, golly, they have a bunch of different ones I did not realize. Yeah, we'll just go with the double white and the red for them. We'll just rock the red jerseys for us. And, yeah, let's see if Georgia can move to 2-0. Of course, fell short in the national championship game last year. Took a lot to win game 1. A lot of new players. A lot of players getting their first chance at real extended playing time. And guys that are trying to step up. We have a really good offensive line. The run game was pretty solid in week 1. Saw a lot of Glenn Easy along with Tavares Tobias. And saw the first really big play of Eric Adenton's career. But it was a pretty short underneath pass game for that. Can they create a couple of those explosive plays in this one? Or does Louisville pull off the upset? We will find out here shortly. Do need a better overall performance in the secondary in this game. We did a pretty good job against the Seminoles when it comes to the run, but do need a little bit more here this week from the defense overall. See if Georgia rises to the occasion. It will be Pierce Clarkson and this Cardinals offense out first. Took a look at Tyrus Wheeler, one of their top wide receivers. Again, undersized and not very fast, but a pretty solid player. He does have a senior throwing him the football. They do go 4 wide here to start things off. It is going to be a run. Nice job there. Georgia's defense. Chris Jones had a nice opener. Definitely see how big of an impact he can have here his first year of real true playing time. Going to be a run here again. Does a nice job there, but at least turn them inside, but it is a big gain. Now a 3rd and 1. That is going to be a false start for Louisville. Going to back them up there. Very nice. Very nice. It's now going to be a 3rd and 6. How does Louisville decide to attack this now? They pretty much had the whole playbook available. You have to think this is going to be a throw now. And that one almost intercepted by Jones underneath. Got his hands on it, but could not pick it off. Clarkson with a major mistake there. Lucky to get away with it. But Georgia now will get the ball for the first time. There's Eric Haddington, the savior of week 1. Gets a decent little return there. Of course, he is super fast. Here's Keldon Leonard making his 2nd career start. Very, very high upside quarterback, and really don't have anything negative to take away from what happened in week 1 with him. Georgia's going to come out here the first time. 4 wide receivers. Leonard's going to hand it off to Tobias. A lot of good blocking there. Ends up just being a gain of 3 for the stud running back. Running back of the year last year. Was also the leading rusher in all of college football. Tobias this time gets a nice carry. Gets to the outside. Able to make a man miss. Run through a couple of arm tackles. We are off and running now. This Georgia offense. Let's see how they decide now to attack. 3 wide receivers. Tight end, they send Tuggle in motion. Throw that screen to him, but it is going to get 8 up. Tuggle could not get it and get up the field very quickly there. Ends up being a pretty decent loss of yardage there. Now, how does Georgia go about trying to get that yardage back? They go with a bunch set here, 2 tight ends. Leonard takes the snap, gets that underneath to Cantrell, who kind of had a quieter week 1, but did find the end zone. It is now a 3rd and 2. Georgia can pretty much run whatever they want to here. 3rd and 2, and they put 2 tight ends on the field. Leonard's going to snap it, hand it off to Tobias. Just a gain of 1. You got to think Georgia's going to be aggressive here. They like their offensive line, like their running back room, and they are going to go bunch tight here. Leonard, 4th and 1. He's going to snap it, and it does go to easy. We will get the first down there. First and 10. Georgia's going to be aggressive on these 3rd and shorts. Really like what their offensive line and offense just in general can give them easy on the screen. Does not get a lot there. Georgia has not been great so far on 1st down. 2nd and 9 here. Leonard's going to take the snap. It's a handoff to Easy. This one gets blown up. Uini unable to hold a block there. Now a 3rd and 9. Leonard takes the snap. He's going to try to throw that one in front, and Cantrell's able to bring this one in, and he's going to score a touchdown. Cantrell dropped a deep touchdown pass last week. This time able to beat his man off the line of scrimmage one-on-one. Hits down the field, shows off the 50-50 hands here, and gets the job done. Leonard, really nice throw, got it out in front. Only Cantrell could get to it. Eldon Leonard and Cantrell already their second connection of the season for a score. Kick is up and the kick is good. Georgia now up 7-0. Really nice opening drive. Being aggressive on that fourth down certainly paid off. Got to be better on first down. I think that's the big takeaway here early on. 1st and 10 now at their own 25. Pistol full house set. Got to think it's a run, and it is going to be. Georgia does shut it down finally. DeMello Jones helping to come in there and make a tackle. Is a gain of 4 though. Now back in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Going to be a read option. KJ Bolden, the senior, has seen a lot of football. Comes up and makes the play there. It's now a 3rd and 5. With 3 receivers on the right side. Try to get this one over the middle, and KJ Bolden almost picked it off, but did at least create a deflection incompletion there. Carson almost was still able to fit that one in. This #1 toughest crowd and stadium to play at in the nation is on their feet. It's Georgia. Done a nice job so far on defense. Now what you're looking for is a little bit more consistency on the early down offense. 4 wide receiver pistol set. It'll be a run for Tobias. Gain of 4 there. He did not have a great week 1 at all. Something like 16 carries for 67 yards. They are playing way up right here. Leonard's going to take the snap. Try to pick this into Cantrell, who does duck down and get the catch. It's a 1st down. Let's see. 3 wide receivers. Leonard's going to take it, going to hand it off to Tobias. They're doing a really nice job of not allowing Georgia to get to the second level here at all. Georgia going to have to got to find ways to run the ball better here. Leonard, play action. And eventually Dallas is going to get free there, just running the drag across. Finally got past everybody. Able to find a void. Leonard to find him. 3 wide receiver set, still out of the shotgun. This time going to send Dallas in motion. He's going to get the jet pass. Doesn't get much there, just a gain of 3. Georgia definitely wants to use your different eye levels to kind of attack you, change the way you're looking at it, send guys in motion here from time to time. Tobias able to get the 1st down there. Like you think they're doing one thing and then hit you with another. It'll be a crack toss this time. Tobias does have room to run. Nice gain of 9 there. Leonard, 2nd and 1, is going to take it. Leonard's going to try to scramble, and that is going to be a fumble. It will be Louisville ball. The Dogs were driving. Looks like he called an audible, then tried to scramble out of the pocket. Scramble up, does not work out. It's Cardinals football. They run a reverse, does not work. Georgia was ready for that. Deion Atkins among the players there. 2nd and 9. That'll be the end of the 1st quarter. Georgia's up 7-0. Defense is playing well. Offense has been a little up and down on 1st down, but has moved the ball on Louisville. But the turnover there really, really hurts. Have to see if Georgia can dial something up. Louisville still does not have a passing yard from their senior high-end quarterback. See if something changes here. They're still full house set. Be a handoff. Oh, does a nice job there of breaking the tackle. A.J. Bolden does come up and finish that one off, but that should have been essentially no gain. Sean Fox, though, fullback, able to break the tackle. 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Carson this time is going to be able to scramble. They were not ready for it. Nice big run for him. Gets the first down. Nice play there. Georgia's pass rush got a little bit too far up the field there. Clarkson able to make a nice play. Tries to get the RPO. That one should have been intercepted by Peel. Instead, it falls incomplete. The senior getting a chance to start for the first time here. Had a big play for Georgia's defense, but it did not work out. This is going to be a run. They stuff it. Nice job there by Tyrese McNabb and Jones. Able to lock that one up. 3rd and 8. It is going to be a pass. Shut down. Nice play there from Chris Jones. Louisville's going to have to punt it away again. At least they do have a passing yard now. It is away Adenton. Going to have some room again. He's got the explosiveness. Can Georgia find ways to get him the ball? I think that's going to be a big key thing for this offense this year. So now how does Georgia respond after the unfortunate turnover on that last possession? Go right back to the shotgun here. Send Tuggle in motion. They go screen out to him. Gets a little bit more blocking this time. Gain of 4 though. Those 2 catches have gone for a whole 1 yard. The handoff to Tobias sets up a 3rd and 2. Now, where does Georgia go here? Go back to this bunch set. Leonard takes the snap. Get this over to the tight end from Lil Blank. He's going to get some completion there from Georgia. I'll go 3 wide receivers over here on the left side, or 2 wide receivers on the left side, excuse me. Leonard takes the snap. I'm trying to get this to Blank. Doesn't get a whole lot of room there. Actually ends up turning that to a gain of 6. Takes the snap. Gonna dump this down to Tuggle. And just a short catch underneath. He is dealing with a bit of an injury. I need a little time on the sideline now. 3 wide receivers now. Eric Adenton fully on the field now. Let's see. Leonard here takes the snap. Don't like that. Gonna drop it off to Adenton. 4 there. Georgia showed the explosiveness, though. They can get out of Adenton in that last game. Leonard takes the snap. They might have Eric Adenton down the field, and that is going to be a touchdown. Keldon Leonard, Eric Adenton, the slot fade. He pump fake over to the right side and brought up the safety enough for Adenton to explode down the field. They tried so long last week to create that big play with the 2 redshirt freshmen. They get it a lot earlier this time, and Georgia is up 2 scores. Faked that throw to Dexter Dallas underneath, got the safety to bite just enough to get the job done. Georgia is up 14-0 here, about halfway through the second quarter. I think they could easily be up 3 scores right now. A really nice job there of Leonard for responding for the mistake of the fumble. Now let's see what Georgia does. Again, defensively, so far it's been a really nice day for the Dogs defense. 1st and 10, Louisville taking over on their own 17. They're starting off in this full house set again. Gonna be that handoff to the fullback again. This time he gets a gain of 5 out of it. Sean Fox, 2 carries for 8 yards. Fox is now out there essentially as a wide receiver. Not really what you want out of him. It is going to be a pass. Do get that underneath. Hold quickly on the tackle. It's the 2nd completion for Clarkson. He has 10 passing yards so far. Georgia gave up plenty of big plays in the passing game last week. They kind of give up a pretty decent one here. Play action was able to hold the linebacker, created the void there for the tight end on the crosser. 1st and 10, they're swapping something up here. A lot is asked of these linebackers for Georgia. We get that over to the left side, short underneath pass for a gain of 8. Clarkson trying to get into rhythm now. Shaughnessy is out there at linebacker. Trying to get this one wide, Mello able to make the tackle. JoJo Stone, a junior out of Georgia there on the catch. 1st and 10 here for Louisville at Georgia's 41. Quick RPO, but gets no block in there. Really nice play by Crawford, the Auburn transfer, and Peel to bring him down. 2 tight end set. It'll be a pass. And he's going to get sacked this time by Chris Jones and Adenaje Green getting the job done. We're really excited to see how Green would play so far. Seems to be playing pretty well. Trying to disguise what they want to do here. That's going to be another sack. Green getting it done here. Already a sack and a half on the day, and Louisville's going to have to punt it away. Georgia's going to have the ball with 3 timeouts and roughly 2.5 minutes left here. And they find the scoreboard yet again. They get to start off at their own 30. Let's see. Okay, ready? Leonard. He's going to hand it off to Easy. Not a whole lot of room there. Louisville has done a really nice job of tackling in space. Really impressive with them so far. We're going to go to the 2-minute warning. Georgia will have the ball at their own 25. Up 14-0. Looking to score again here before the half. 3 wide receivers. Leonard sends Easy in motion. I'll try to get that out to Easy. Easy can't really go anywhere though. Ends up being just a gain of 2. Georgia again has done a pretty nice job. A little bit more here though, as Dallas will be open for the completion there. Georgia will call a timeout now. Did what they needed to do to get it. You got to see if they can find a play. Leonard's going to take the snap. We'll try to get this over to Riddell. That one does fall incomplete. Now going 5 wide. Leonard takes the snap. Going to dump this underneath to DiNapoli. Does spin out. Louisville player there. 3rd and 4. They're going to go back to this empty look. Here's going to take the snap. Get this underneath to Dallas. Now Georgia, I think, is going to hurry up. See what they can maybe create here. Stick in the empty. Get this out to Dallas again, but it does fall incomplete. Not the best throw from Leonard there. Create a little something though. 2nd and 10. Leonard's going to be able to scramble up here, still going, gets the first down, gets inside the 30. Georgia can't run too much the clock. They're just going to call a timeout. Still got one to play with here. Didn't really have something set up, ready to go, so we'll just take the timeout and get set. 45 seconds left. Get this, tried to fit that into Riddell, but he drops it again. It's a tough one though. That's a tough catch. Four wide receivers. Or 3 wide receivers, excuse me. Oh, this time Leonard's going to take a sack. Don't really have a whole lot they can go to here. Really just want to make sure you get back into field goal range is kind of the big thing. Leonard, we're trying to fit that one in. It does get it to Riddell inside the 10 down to the 5. What a massive play that was. Leonard will take it. He's going to throw it away, save him some seconds here. What a throw. That was up the seam to Riddell from Leonard, who's had a really, really nice first half. 2nd and goal from the 5. Send Tuggle in motion. We'll try to set that screen again. Tuggle's going to get it down to the 1. Georgia's going to take a timeout. Maybe take one. Okay, ready? Take a glance. Take maybe a fade here to the end zone. Try to get this to Cantrell again. He cannot bring it down. Georgia's going to send out the field goal unit. It's a tough field goal. Jadowski does get it to slide in. It's a tough angle, but it's a 17-0 lead here through the first half. Georgia has been really good through the air. They do have the unfortunate turnover. That's been the only blemish. It's been an outstanding performance from the defense thus far. And the Georgia team has done a really nice job throwing through the air. I think the run game could be a little bit better for sure. Louisville, to their credit, defensive line is doing a good job of at least holding the blockers, not allowing Georgia's offensive line to get to the second level. And their linebackers are doing a really nice job of tackling. You know, kudos to them making plays. I think Georgia's defense, though, is playing really, really well. Leonard made some impressive throws. That one there to Cantrell, and then, of course, the bomb here to Eric Adenton. But that was a good throw there to Riddell as well. But, yeah, first half, I think overall was really, really impressive from Leonard. Hopefully just continue to take care of the football. I'd like to see Georgia be able to get more out of Nitro Tuggle. I think that's been something they're struggling with here a bit. We'll see if they can create something for number 2. End up kind of going into an empty. Get that over to Tuggle. That one falls incomplete. Trying to get him going. Not a great first game for him. Not been able to do a whole lot. This is just going to be a carry to Tobias. Good run blocking there. End up just kind of getting hemmed up. It's a 3rd and 5 now. Third and 5. Leonard's going to up underneath. Get that to Cantrell. 4th and 1. I think Georgia is just going to play things safe here, and I think they're going to punt. If guys are getting open, Leonard is just dropping it off to him, not trying to do too much with the football. I think that's been a big thing so far. If Georgia's maybe 10, even if they're just 10 or 15 yards farther up the field, I think they go for it on that fourth down. It says a 3 wide receiver tight end set here for Louisville. When they get on the field and do anything, it's going to be a read option. Clarkson gets nailed there between Cole and DeMello Jones. 2nd and 6. Tyrese McNabb, a big savior of that week 1 victory with his pick 6, is out there. He combines with Justin Williams there on the tackle. Isaac Brown, 5 carries, 21 yards for him. Not been able to do a whole lot with him for whatever reason. It's going to be a quick pass over to the right side, spun around. Not a whole lot going. 2nd and 8. Justin Williams playing that stand-up linebacker spot. They try to throw a screen. Can Georgia get over there to him? They cannot. Ends up working, and it does convert for the first down. Again, it's a 3-score lead. Can Georgia keep playing well defensively? Louisville trying to drive them right here. Quick RPO, and this time they got a little too far inside with McNabb. That ends up being a big first down play there to the tight end. I think the defense they have Georgia in right now is a big boon to them. No, almost a really nice play there from Justin Williams to get off the block. Brown was able to sneak by him enough to gain another yard or 2. Georgia might get aggressive here. They do get aggressive, but it does not work. Williams could not bring down Brown, and then there was nobody else really there. It'll be a throw. And try to dump this out, and he's able to make his man miss. Had him there, kind of right where you want him. Louisville with their first impressive drive of the day. They're now in the goal line. It's going to be a run. Shut down on that one. 3rd and 1 from the 2. Where does Georgia go from here? Oh, almost got that one picked off, but instead it ends up being a play underneath, and Louisville has scored a touchdown here on the pass to the outside from Pierce Clarkson. Pierce Clarkson, though, getting it done. Let's see how Georgia is able to respond. Kick is up and it's good. So 17-7. Georgia still has a 2-score lead, a 2-possession lead. Can they put together another drive? It was not a great drive there coming out of halftime. Agency's just going to take that one for a knee. Start off at the 25. Tried to get a throw off to Tuggle there on that last drive. See what they do here to get things started. Leonard. This time they are able to get it. Tuggle gets the first down. Again, Tuggle has really waited his turn. Georgia wants to make sure he stays involved, stays active, to make him a big part of this passing game. I think that Tuggle has really earned those reps. He's been really good for us over the years on what we have asked him to do. Tries to get that to Tuggle there again, but gets hit. Georgia also has to get this run game going. It has been really, really up and down so far today. 3 wide receivers set. Leonard takes the snap. That one is going to be, should have been picked off. They sent the pressure. He ended up, Leonard just kind of rolled over to his right and tried to just dump it off to his running back. All of a sudden, Georgia's offense just has no real rhyme or reason to it. Leonard takes the snap. He's going to get a shot to Tuggle down the field. That was going to be picked off. What a play from the cornerback. I guess Leonard just didn't throw it quite far enough, but shout out to Williams. Gets up, gets the interception for the Cardinals. That is 2 games, 2 interceptions from Leonard when we talked all offseason about trying to improve the turnover margin. That's just a great play from the cornerback. Not a bad throw. Maybe left it a yard or 2 short, but that's really just a nice play. No real problem there with the decision making. Had the one-on-one, tried to get the throw off, just didn't get it done. But Leonard already with 2 interceptions early this season in Georgia, all of a sudden reeling. The slow mesh RPO, it got to be a man down the field or whatever they call the penalty. Ineligible receiver. All right, so that'll back them up now down to a 1st and 15, but they were able to find that explosive play over the middle. That's something that Florida State did a really nice job with last week. They go empty here. Go underneath, and Cole just overruns it, so gets a gain of 12 out of that. All of a sudden, Louisville, after a horrible first half offensively, are getting into rhythm as that tried to create the reverse pass. That was going to be picked off. Hooks gets the interception. They tried to run the reverse pass, and it does not work out. Georgia able to get the ball back. What a play there from Dre Hooks. Just jumped in front of the receiver. That's going to be one of those that if Georgia ends up holding on, I think Louisville looks back on as a missed opportunity. So not a big run there again for Tobias. So far, the Georgia run game has just not been excellent to this point. Or at least Tobias has not been excellent. Easy had a couple of really nice runs in week 1. There Tobias again, at least falls forward. Sets up a 3rd and 5. This is kind of where you get a little worried. It's like, where do you find the big conversions here? Leonard's going to take the snap. He's got time, and he's going to get that to Riddell, who cannot catch it. Riddell's 3rd drop of the game. Riddell is going to get benched if he does not hang on to the football. Now you got to make those plays. He didn't even get hit and dropped it, just dropped it. 4th and 5. Georgia decides to be aggressive here. Leonard takes the snap. I'm going to try to get that to Dexter Dallas, and that one is knocked away, and Louisville is full-blown in this game. Georgia just losing themselves here in this second half. They've not been able to run the football. Louisville trying to put something together. Now their interception on the last drive really hurts. So you had the Leonard interception on something that probably should, just a great play from the cornerback. That kind of thing is what it is. And Green with a big sack. 2.5 on the day. Green emerging here as a senior. The transfer we brought in a couple of years ago. Getting his chance to shine. Trying to make the most of it. That's underneath on the 3rd down. Georgia does a nice job on defense, getting off the field. Offense has got to get something going here. It's been a flat line of a 3rd quarter for them. Haydenton going to have some room. He gets up the sideline, gets to the 20. What can you create? Two tight end pistol. It's a stretch play to Tobias. Nice run there for him. Look at him running through contact. Gain of 7. Again, it hasn't been just an awful run game. But it seems like they have just not been able to kind of get. Been no explosiveness so far. I guess that's one for sure way to put it. Leonard takes a snap. Get that to Cantrell. Does get the catch and gets the 1st down. wanting to put too much on the redshirt freshman quarterback, who has 3 turnovers now in roughly 7 quarters of football. Let's see. Probably the last play of the quarter here. Leonard takes it. Oh, he tries to get that out to Riddell on the RPO, but he gets hit right as he tries to release it. 3rd and 6. Leonard takes the snap. Going to get that to Tuggle. Tuggle's going to get the first down. Again, this passing game has not been perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but Georgia still holds a 2-score lead here going into the 4th quarter. Need to find a little bit more of the run game that they had in week 1. See if they can get Tobias going. Had a lot of success in the first half throwing the football. Haven't had quite as much here in the second half. It's time to see if they can just, you need one more. I think one more score with how the defense is playing, you have to feel pretty good about it. Let's see. They're just got to be patient. Adenton going in motion. Get that to Cantrell over the middle. It's a first down. Good patient decision there. A lot of room up the middle. Leonard to fit that into. Leonard now. But dump that off to Tobias. Gain of 8. Now all of a sudden Georgia's cooking with grease a little bit. 2nd and 2. Leonard takes the handoff. Does get the block in Tobias. Finishes that run strong. 14 carries, 64 yards again. So far just haven't been able to find anything. No big play in that run game, and they are starting to press here again. Leonard takes the snap. Might get Cantrell again over the top, and he does hit him. Number 8 with his 3rd touchdown of the season, 2nd of the day. Extending Georgia back up another touchdown. Hitting him over the top. That's been kind of the sweet spot location for Georgia today. Yeah, right at about the 30. Dropped it in a bucket. Cantrell really showing off some impressive skills here. Operating as the team's number 1. Jadowski's kick is up, and it is good. Georgia back up 24-7. Really, really nice drive when they had to have one there. Really needed a good possession. They were able to get it done. Now, can you hold Louisville for the rest of the quarter? Drive and another score would be great. Show a little separation here. Carson takes the snap and go underneath. Nice tackle. We're still a gain of 4. 7 catches, 96 yards for Cantrell. Playing really well early in this season. Underneath again. He's able to make Jones miss. Jones kind of ended up just trying to kind of break down. Just swerved around him there, though. 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Underneath. Hitting them with these short little in routes and drags. Georgia has shown that they can jump them. Tyrese McNabb jumped one for a pick 6 last week. Trying to create a big play. Clarkson has to throw it away. 3rd and 2. I'd make him throw it down the field here. I'm going to try to run the screen, but he's going to get wrapped up. No, Chris Jones. Jones and Crawford both miss opportunities there to at least force a 4th down. Nice play from Brown, though. Got to give him credit there. Carson throws it away. Atkins tried to jump up and pick that ball off. Obviously had no chance of keeping himself in bounds. 3 wide and a tight end out there. Clarkson now trying to scramble for his life, and he's going to roll. Jones kind of got stuck between a rock and a hard place there. Could have kind of came up and maybe gone after Clarkson, but then he could have dropped it off to the running back over his head. Put him in a bad spot. Nice play there for Clarkson. Scrambles up. It's now a 3rd and 3. There's going to be a pass. He complete that. He did catch that. 4th and inches. That is going to be a jet pass. They're not going to be able to stop Brown on that again. They find a way to get those tough yards when they give it to 25. 3 receivers and the tight end. Taj Shaughnessy. Xavier Scruggs out there. That was going to be, that's the second one today. This should have been picked off by a Georgia linebacker underneath Shaughnessy. That's why he plays defense. Unable to make the play needed there. It's going to be that reverse again, but a nice play from Green. Been as good as anybody on the field today. 4 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. Trying to fill the Kristen Miller role. Of course, he's on the edge to the Miller being on the inside. Man, playing really well so far. Overthrown there from Carson. It's a 4th and 15. They do have to go for it. I think this is one of those times you use a quarterback spy. You send 3, hope Green gets after him, but you do not give up anything down the field. And what a catch from the tight end over K.J. Bolden. What a play. I mean, that's big time. Clarkson put a good ball up there. That's a dangerous one. Just a really nice play from the tight end. Man, not there's so much you can do about that if you're Georgia. Clarkson going to try to scramble out. Green again on the tackle. At the 6. Yep, floated it over, find the tight end, and Louisville just will not go quietly in this one. It was a really bad first half for Clarkson in this offense, but the second half really and truly has been a lot better. Georgia tried to go man defense there, did not get the guy over the tight end, found a way to get it over, but a 15-play drive, really impressive. Louisville with all 3 timeouts, down 2 scores, 4:21 left. They are going to kick it off down the field. Andre Evans. Super speedy guy trying to put a nice return up, and does get a nice return up to the 25. This is where Georgia needs to, quote unquote, be Georgia. Run the football. Okay, ready? 3 wide receivers. Leonard. It's a handoff to Tobias. Nice carry there for the first one. Gain of 8. 15 carries, 72 yards for the guy that led the country in rushing last season. Leonard, it's another carry to Tobias, who was trying to get out of there. Had to hurdle over a bunch of people there at the line of scrimmage, but was able to get through there. Almost got a huge play there, big time run. That was, if he catches his footing any earlier, he might still be running. Another carry, tries to bounce it back inside. Nice job there, really, from number 71. Really makes that entire play. Tobias was not able to kind of get to the outside, and then kind of just held blank right there. Was not then able to get to the inside. Nice play there. 2nd and 9. Roughly 2.5 minutes left here. I'm just going to let some of this clock run. It's a handoff to Tobias. Ain't going to get much. 3rd and 8. Let this clock run, so we'll go into the 2-minute warning. Georgia holding on by 10 here. They need another first down. Leonard takes the snap. End up just getting that to Cantrell underneath. What does Georgia decide to do here? First of all, did Adenton get open on that play? I could have got that to Riddell. Actually, would have been the better decision. So Georgia, right at midfield. It's a 4th and 4. Where do you get your first down play here? Leonard, they fake toss it. He's going to dump that to Tobias. Can Tobias stays in bounds? What a play call. What execution. He ends up going out of bounds there, but Leonard with the big 3rd down conversion just dumps that off to Tobias. What a play. So what Georgia likes to do on this play is you run kind of the fake toss. You try to quickly get it out to Riddell. Well, right now they're playing, I'm not exactly sure if that would be man or what it is there, but they jump the Riddell route quickly. So then you kind of get into a bad spot here. Leonard could have maybe gotten this to blank, but instead just kind of tries to get them to chase him just enough, dumps it over their head. Tobias is able to get the first down. Was a cover 6. Okay. Getting the job done. Louisville still got a pair of timeouts to play with. Big time run from Tobias, and that is going to get the job done there. He hits the century mark. A really strong finish here for Tobias, getting it done on the ground. I do think we can run out the clock. I hate trying to do that math in my head. So 40. Yeah. Technically, they do have another timeout here, so I'd like to get one more first down. Just to say we did. If they can just stop easy here. Leonard thought he played really well. You had the unfortunate fumble. I do think the tight end was more of just, or the interception was more of a great play than anything else. But Georgia definitely left points on the board. There's things to take away, things to improve. But all in all, Georgia is going to come away with a 10-point victory at home against a now 0-3 Louisville team that they clearly outplayed. Wouldn't surprise me if we are double them in yardage, better than them on 3rd downs. Threw the ball better than them, ran it better than them. None of that at all would surprise me. They kept it close because of a couple of turnovers. Georgia having a little bit of a lack of execution in the 3rd quarter, and just a couple of really nice drives from Louisville. They did make better plays on defense for the first 3 quarters of the game. They did a really nice job of stopping Tobias. But eventually Georgia was able to wear them down, get the job done. Take a look at the stats. We did almost double them up. Ran more yards per carry. Of course, sacks play a big part of that. We were better than them through the air. Better than them on 3rd downs. Yeah, pretty much everything is exactly what I said. They did win the turnover margin. That was something that really helped. And they were able to hold the ball a while, had a couple of longer possessions. Leonard goes 28 of 40, 285, 3 touchdowns through the air and the interception. Found a couple of more big plays in this game. Still a lot of underneath stuff, though. Not trying to attack too much down the field. Tobias 19 for 100, Easy 5 for 26. Leonard was 4 and 4, but did have the fumble along with that interception. Cantrell 8 for 100 and 2 tuds. Tuggle 6 for 32. Trying to find ways to get him going. I think we will. Dallas 4 for 32. Adenton 2 for 48, but got his 2nd career touchdown in as many games. Blank 2 for 15. Easy 2 for 3. Tobias 2 for 18, including the big 4th down conversion actually there on that drive to put the game on ice essentially. DiNapoli 1 for 6. Riddell 1 for 31 on a heck of a throw from Leonard. Nice grab from Riddell down around his shins, but 3 drops. We can't do that. He's got to catch the football. I can't take a whole bunch of drops. Defense, I thought offensive line played well. Could have done a little bit better job of disengaging, getting to the second level some of the run game, but Hard to complain. Defensively, got a Najee Green, outstanding. 7 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks. Big time day for him. Thought Crawford played well. Thought Bolden played well. Probably missed a couple of opportunities there for interceptions from him. Thought Chris Cole played well, as along with Chris Jones. McNabb, of course, putting a little stuff together. Dre Hooks did get the interception along with all the tackles. And your sacks 2.5 and a half, and then the interception goes to Dre Hooks. Certainly missed an interception opportunity from Shaughnessy, and I believe it was, Chris Jones. And then, of course, Bolden could have had an interception. And then for Louisville, we had 21-28 for Clarkson, a buck 67, 2 tuds. They ran the ball pretty well with Brown, 5.5 a pop, just did not run a lot. Clarkson with the sacks and stuff did not show great, obviously yardage-wise, but thought he did a nice job of at least moving. Fox had a couple of decent runs at fullback, nothing really from anybody else. Bolden 5 for 73 in a score. Hicks 2 for 6 in a score. Thought the tight end played really well, and I thought Isaac Brown played really well. Nothing else really stood out for them. Interception-wise, they had this one here from Aaron Williams. That was a really, really nice play from the senior, way more than I think it was a bad decision or anything. I think it's just a football play. We did have a forced fumble, sack and a half here for Earl Potts. Had a really nice performance. Grant Landry did get the fumble recovery, just a tackle for him. Thunderbird, 17 tackles. Miranda had 13. Let's see, where's number 71? Yeah, Potts definitely had a good game for them for sure. But, I'm going to get a couple thumbnail pieces, and then I will see you guys in the main menu. And we are now back here at the main menu going to advance the week. Really early on here in year 4. Pretty excited about the offense. Got to find a little bit more consistency in the run game. Recruiting is looking pretty good there through that screen anyway. Bigsby probably going to end up transferring right now. He's kind of operating as the number 2 in the depth chart. I need to move him down. Najee Green, SEC Defensive Player of the Week. We won a bunch of those in the series, and he's going to be the National Defensive Player of the Week. Excellent performance from him. And yeah, moved to 2-0. Let's take a look at the scores around the country here in week 2. We had A&M big over Arizona State, Texas Tech over Utah, Arkansas over Oklahoma State, no fun one there, Alabama over FCS East, West Virginia trounces Kansas State on the road, pretty surprising. Duke with the win, us with the win. Miami 44-21 over Virginia. Tennessee with a big win. UAB survives Jack State. UMass survives Troy. Cal big over Kent State. Washington over Minnesota. Oregon over Purdue, but Purdue kept it really close there actually. Big win for Clemson at Wisconsin. Pitt over FCS Northwest. Boise State over FCS Northwest. Penn State barely gets the victory here over Cincinnati. Ohio State over USC, who is off to an 0-2 start. Arizona over the Pandas. And Notre Dame over the Royals. Let's take a look just at our stats real quick. Keldon Leonard, 5 touchdowns against 2 picks. Again, the one today I don't think is his fault by any stretch of the imagination. Trying to keep the interception numbers down. Kind of why we've been a little bit more dink and dunk, been trying to be safe with him. Tobias, yards per carry is definitely off to a slow start for him. Easy has looked pretty solid so far. We have not gotten into the end zone with Tobias. Addington leading the way in yards right now. Had an 82-yarder helps. 2 scores for him on 4 catches. Cantrell, the leading receiver otherwise. Dallas has been solid. Tuggle, not really getting him going yet, but I think I got something I can cook up for him. Wardell has 2 catches on the season with, had 3 drops just in that game. Yeah, so that's not great. So far, Blank has actually done okay. Tobias has been good through the air. That's pretty much it there. Defensively, Bolden, Cole, Hooks, Crawford, Green, and Jones all in the double digits. If you want to look at somebody in particular, just pause it. Green leading the way on tackles for loss. Justin Williams behind him with Jones and Hall each having 1. Sacks, 3.5 for Green. Nice job from him. Justin Williams at 2. Chris Jones with a half and interceptions. You got Hooks, DeMello, and Tyrese McNabb, who, of course, had the pick six. Perfect on kicks. Punts have been solid. Not really much else to say. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Check out my Tulane Dynasty and my Atlanta Hawks franchise also on the channel. And yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, peace.